Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about fragrance, skincare, fashion, and the finer things in life. And today I'm going to be giving you my top 3 of Chanel fragrances, and I have also one honorable mention which couldn't make it to top 3, but it's definitely in top number 5. So I'm just going to give the honorable mention to that fragrance. So if you want to know everything about Chanel, just a little. If you're curious about my top 3, if you want to listen to Chanel from a different point of view, please stay right there. Alright, so I just said that I have one honorable mention, and it's gonna go to Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum. It was released in 2005. Before I get to the original Chance, I'm gonna talk about two flankers. One of them would be Eau Fraiche, and the other one would be Eau Tendre. So let's start with Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche Eau de Toilette. I just dropped it. Let me go grab that. I'm back. So, full disclosure, I don't own the full bottle of Chanel Chance, and I'm not purchasing it because it's just not speaking to me at this point in my life. However, I know the fragrance by heart. I actually sold a couple of bottles of Chanel Chance Eau Tendre when I worked at Sephora too. But today, we're just going to be working with the two flankers on the original version. And then we start with the Eau Fraiche. So, Eau Fraiche is actually disappointing. So we know Chanel Chance original Eau de Parfum is very unique, very strong. I think it's suitable for all seasons, and you can wear that fragrance, Chanel Chance, 24/7. So why would you get that fragrance, DNA, and make it very, very lemony, zesty? It's like so fresh and that it is losing its personality. I'm not living for Eau Fraiche or the Toilette, and the performance is not really good either, so I'm not gonna spend more time on this. However, I'm gonna talk about a very famous flanker actually, which is Eau Tendre. Now everyone is talking about Eau Tendre. It's even more famous than the original Chance actually. And when I worked at Sephora, people would just go to Chanel counter and then look at the fragrances, and then they would say, "Oh, we want Eau Tendre, smells so nice." And I would say, "Why would you just skip original Chance?" And they would say, "Oh no, we did not hear about that." So this is so hyped, Eau Tendre. So this is quite generic, everyone. You just get that beautiful Chance DNA, which is original, which is unique, and take it toward a mainstream road and make it very generic. A little creamier, fruitier. It is so, I know it's mass appealing in a sense, but it is extremely boring and generic. When I smell Chance Eau Tendre, I am thinking of, what was the name? Versace Bright Crystal. I'm gonna put the picture up in here. And also Lancôme Miracle. They all live in the same area. They all went to the same high school, these girls. And it's not something extraordinary. It's not something that is giving me a different feeling. It's just all lumped up together, the same generic, fruity, musky a little DNA. I'm not a big fan of Eau Tendre. I know it's an unpopular opinion of mine. However, no, I'm just gonna go with the Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum original fragrance that was released in 2005, and I'm gonna give my honorable mention to this one because this one smells beautiful. The opening is spicy, a little pink pepper, and then the dry down is so unique. So whenever someone wears Chanel Chance Original Eau de Parfum, I would always know that person just walked in. It is so unique. And this is perfect when you are done with college and like when you are done with your degrees and then you are jumping into the industry business life, you're becoming stronger and more independent. This is what you should be wearing actually. This is great in that sense. Very long lasting. I think the performance on the original Chance is quite enough for me. For all seasons, definitely 24/7. And I have a fun fact about this fragrance. When I was doing my master's in Germany, two of my closest friends, we were just going to perfumery shops. It's called Douglas in Germany, and we weren't that close that time. And I just said, oh, why not? You start spraying, you start wearing Chance Eau de Parfum. Ah, she took me really seriously actually, and then she went ahead and purchased Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum, and she's been wearing the same fragrance since 2009, 10. It's been 10 years. And her career took off. Chance brought chance to her, and now this is her signature fragrance actually. She loves it. I like it too, but I don't have the full bottle. But still, I'm just gonna give my honorable mention to Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum original version. So when we come to the top three, when I uh, get my top three fragrances from Chanel, I looked at the men's fragrances, I looked at the women's fragrances, and I also tested the exclusive line, les Exclusifs de Chanel, which are sold in the Chanel boutiques and online. You can't really get them elsewhere. And then I went through the whole portfolio, and then I came up with these three fragrances in front of me, and at the number three spot, I have the leather fragrance from Chanel, that is Cuir de Russie, Russian leather. And so each fragrance in the line of Les Exclusifs de Chanel, they are inspired by the events or like the turning points or elements in her life. So they took the inspiration from Gabrielle Chanel and then they interpreted the inspiration as a fragrance in a modern day. And then this is her interaction with the Russian culture and the Russian aristocrats, I would say. This is an excellent leather fragrance. This is not like your Tom Ford Tuscan leather. It is more well-rounded. It is more elegant. It is not in your face, but it's still there. It is definitely strong. This is like biting into a very expensive old leather. You just feel it. It's smoky as well, which gives a very realistic vibe to the whole package. This is great. Actually, this is one of my favorite leather fragrances of all times. And then I'm gonna do best leather fragrances on my channel in the future. This is gonna be in that video as well. However, I'm always buying this small splash bottle versions because I think this is more suitable for colder months, like fall, winter months. This is absolutely unisex, but it performs better. It just shines better in the colder months. Therefore, I don't think I need the full bottle, which is pretty pricey. But every now and then, when I need my leather on, I will put the Cuir de Russie. This is sexy, definitely. Just like this is strong actually. This, when you put this on, you think that you know what you're doing. You are very confident, and you feel good about yourself and sexy for sure. So it is gonna be at the number 3 spot, Chanel, Les Exclusifs Cuir de Russie. So when we move on to the second spot. So everyone saying, you know, you always mention oriental fragrances, floral orientals, very heavy, rose heavy, gourmands, and they are just wondering if I ever wear like fresh fragrances, if I ever wear a fragrance like Light Blue or Aventus or Hajivat from Nishane. You know, I don't. However, when I need my freshness going on, I opt for Chanel Sycamore. This comes from the Les Exclusifs line as well. This is an excellent vetiver fragrance. This is very woody. It is inspired by the sycamore tree and then the Gabrielle Chanel's personality, strong, independent. This is very unisex, very pleasant, earthy, aromatic fragrance that is so fresh but at the same time very deep as well. I like to wear this when it's like the spring season, summer, and the beginning of the fall. It's just giving me life. This is very workplace friendly. It is not offensive, in my opinion. It is very classy. It's very professional. It's a great fragrance. The performance on this one is not the best. You would get 3-4 hours longevity, and the projection will last around an hour. And it's the same as Cuir de Russie as well. These are not performance beasts. These are going to dry down pretty quickly, but then you will feel it on your skin. It's just like, you know, 3-4 hours. You might need to refresh if you have a long day ahead of you. But if you are a fan of earthy, aromatic fragrances, vetiver fragrances, but if you want to steer clear from the mainstream freshness that is going on with the zest and lemons and all kinds of things, go check this out. This is Chanel Sycamore, and let me know what you think down in the comment section. Alright, so as you can see, I do not have the full bottles of Sycamore and Cuir de Russie from the Les Exclusifs line because I don't use them so often. But I always keep them in my stash whenever I need to make that statement. However, when we come to the first place, the fragrance I'm going to show you, I have the full representation, and I also have one of the flankers as well. And that is no other than Chanel numéro 19, number 19, Eau de Parfum, and its flanker, its sister that came out in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me down in the comment section if I'm wrong. And that's going to be numéro 19, number 19, Poudré Eau de Parfum. So I'm going to make these two the scent of the day. So let's just spray number 19 and then let's just see how we feel, shall we? This is that greenness, that very expensive, explosive green freshness that I'm living for. This is one of those fragrances when I want to be fresh, when I want to make statement, when I want to stay away from those oriental heavy florals and gourmands. This is where I go to. So with Sycamore, we were more like woody touches, like the vetiver. But here, whole thing is a green package. Very green fragrance, As you can see, the juices also has the green hue going on. But this greenness is so deep, so dense, and very well rounded. So this one here is the eau de parfum concentration, and number 19 has the eau de toilette concentration as well. That one to me reads a little sharp. When you first spray it, it's a little too green, too sharp. It's a little prickly, but here it's great. It is well rounded with the florals. The iris is also the star of the show here, but it's not your makeup iris, which I also like, and I also like those makeup powdery scents. I made a video about Roja Da's A Goodnight Kiss, one of my all-time favorite powdery florals. I'm gonna link the video up here. This iris here is not that one, but this one is more like earthy, green feeling to it, which I'm living for. And of course the dry down oak moss. Those like great expensive oak moss. All in all, just giving me so like you feel yourself distant from the crowd, aloof, but you are also very self-confident and you also know what you are doing. This is that fragrance. This is very workplace appropriate, definitely. It's not offensive. The opening might be very strong when it comes to the green notes, but it dries down. It dries down so beautifully, so seamlessly to iris and the oak moss. It's great. So the performance on this one is again 3 to 4 hours with an hour-long projection. When we come to the flanker here, so this one was released in 1970 or 71 actually, from the in-house, from Chanel's perfume house, and back then the in-house perfumer was Henri Robert. This was called number 19 because 19 August is Chanel's birthday, and a year before she died, she signed off on this fragrance. So she actually smelled this and she approved of the fragrance, which is another cool fact about this one. This is great. However, when we come to this Poudré flanker, I have the full bottle as well. So to me, this has one of the most spectacular openings when you go to a department store. When you spray this on, like the neroli, galbanum, I don't know what this is. Some white florals, iris, the opening, it's still green. It is great. That opening is so spectacular. However, it just lasts 10 to 15 minutes. So I am faced with a dilemma. I like the opening in here. I want to keep that, but I like to keep the dry down that I have in numéro 19, number 19. So what do? I layer them. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna layer number 19 eau de parfum with number 19 Poudré eau de parfum, and that's gonna be the scent of the day. So this combination is the green bomb. Iris, powdery, green. It's very professional, very expensive. Like imagine you're wearing a very professional two-piece like pantsuit, then you have like the white shirt on with your like v-neck. This is what this smells like. You can go to work, make money. You can also go to a date night and spend some sexy time. This is great. This is very versatile. And you know what? When I have these, why would I go for like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or Aventus or whatever those things? This is giving me all those and more and some. It just makes me unique. It just gives me that green freshness, but it also gives me that, quality, like 70s vibe, like the vintage vibe. This combination is great, everyone. I definitely recommend checking this if you are into green fragrances, if you like the Chanel perfumey DNA. Definitely go check this one out. Worth your while. So we did the top 3 and then we just gave the honorable mention to Chanel Chance. Also, what did I do today? I did not include Coco Mademoiselle. I don't have Coco Noir. I don't have the Coco. Because I know they smell nice, but don't get me wrong, don't be mad at me. I think at this point in my life, I am so over that, sour patchouli soup, that thing that keeps coming up over and over again. That's why I don't have Coco in my list. However, it smells nice. Coco Mademoiselle Trail is very nice, very sexy. If you like it, if you use it, please keep on doing that. Ignore what I say. This is totally personal. And I want to know what you think about Chanel, all in all. Have you ever tried Les Exclusifs? If so, which one is your favorite? What do you think about men's fragrances, women's fragrances? Or what do you feel about the things I have just said about Chanel? Please let me know down in the comment section. Let's keep the discussion going there. Let me know your opinions. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I cannot wait to see you in my next video. The pandemic will go away. The vaccine will be here. We just have to hang in tight. Take care.